Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys, it's Friday. We got through the whole week. Really busy yesterday. Can't believe how much actually I managed to do yesterday on that car. So we are going to continue with this today and then just have a good push. I want to get that glass in the door. Definitely got to get that done so it can be left outside with no problems with rain and stuff like that. Continue with the service. We've got to do that as well. And then just do as much as we can. So let's just jump into it. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, there we go. It is all back together. Engine oil is up to the level where it should be. Coolant is there as well. That should be up to the, let me just get I didn't check it for the last time. Yep, all up to where it should be on the level. Nice and hot air blowing through on the blower as well. Warm air going through the pipework, so you know that it's sort of going through the system. So yeah, we can now move on to the wing. I have got the wing here and I've painted it on the other side in red just to sort of give it a, just give it a coat. It was already primed, so I keyed up the primer and then painted it red on the inside. So yeah, and then that way we can just sort of get it to the paint shop. Or can we? I'm not sure whether or not we have to do a bit more painting on this leading edge, because obviously this ain't the proper shade to that. You see it's slightly different. But I do want to try and get, have I got, yes I have. This is the proper shade code for this car, 111A. So I think what I'll do is I'll just take it outside, get me my paint gun, chuck some of this in the paint gun, and then go around the edges. I'm not, I don't expect it to be painted properly. That's going to the paint shop to do. But I think if we can get it around the edges and then get it fitted after that, then at least that's got the right colour shade when we go to fit it. So yeah, let me do that, and then I'll come back, let it dry for an hour, and then we'll get it fitted, get it in place, and then yeah, that's the next stage. But I really want to get this glass in today as well, so got loads to do still. So bear with me for now. Let me get that wing painted, and then I'll come back and we'll start. What we'll do is I'll get the wing painted, and then we'll crack on with the glass in the door whilst that's drying. Because the other thing as well is that see all this here, look, all this on this door, where the tape was over protecting the thing. I think it's pulled the lacquer off and done some damage to the paintwork. So we might have to get this door painted as well, and this top piece here. Anyway, let me get that wing painted with a gun, and then we can crack on with the glass. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, there we go. You just see me whack some paint around this wing, only around the edges, really, just so that, I can then get it fitted on the car, and all the leading edges have been painted all round, so that the painter hasn't got to take it back off the car. He can leave it on the car and then paint it on the car, if you know what I mean. It's just easier. I do this all the time now. So, yeah, but I used a spray gun and set it here because I can't put it outside because it's raining. But yeah, I set it up here and it's got a coat around it, so that's all I'm looking for really. It's just to get a nice bit of base coat around the edges like that. I was tempted to go over the bonnet, the bumper, the wing. I was tempted, but I had to stop myself. Nope, don't paint here. So I don't want to paint it, and then the painter has a look at it and goes, "Well, that's terrible," right? And I've caused him more problems. I don't think I've caused him more problems when it comes to painting the edges. It was just if I painted that, I would have. I think anyway. But yeah, let's now move the car away from over there. Let's bring it over here. Whilst that wing is having a good couple of hours to dry, we can move on to the glass, get that door card off and have a good look at that. So let's get the car over here. I'll set you up on the camera, tripod. Let's get cracking with this glass. No pun intended. I've got to check to make sure there's no glass around here as well, because normally it gets stuck in the edges. It looks like someone's had a good go of cleaning it up, so that's good. Right, let's move it over there. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, just before we get into this, I just want to quickly say, this is actually the next day. This is Saturday morning. I had to shoot off half day yesterday, which was Friday, which I started this video. We had a bit of a family emergency, and I had to go home and be at home for the rest of the day, really. So yeah, so this is why I'm in now, continue with this. So I thought I'd just explain that, because obviously I was supposed to get it out yesterday, which I said was Friday, but yeah, it didn't happen, and that was the reason I had to leave early. So yeah, this is where we are. Right, okay, so you saw that, stripped it all down, and I started getting the glass. There's a little bit, you can hear it, and as you bang it, it comes out of these holes here at the bottom. And you see them just there. There's a few holes. There's a few holes all the way along. Plus, obviously, I've got the Hoover down here, and as you're banging it, basically there's this block here. I don't know if it's I don't know why that's there actually. Someone might know. I think that might be something to do. Is it the glass? So the glass will go on top of that, and it won't go no further. And it hit that. Once it hits that, it stops. Or it's something to do with insulation, or it's something to do with the structure. I don't know. But anyway, there's spot weld. There's pot rivets here. These 4 here. So once you undo them, that will fall apart. But I don't really want to do that. But I do need to get behind it and underneath it if I can. But yeah, if you just keep banging it, it will just keep coming out, and then I'll just keep doing this until it stops, basically, and there's no more glass inside the actual door. But I've got loads out, so I'll keep doing that, and then once I've done that and I'm happy with there's no more glass in there and I'm banging, and it stops rattling, then we'll move on to the rest of the strip down. Basically, I've got to strip down all these plastics and bits and pieces. There's a bit of glass there, look. Yeah, so I've got to get all these trims off and stuff, and you've got to undo, I think it's behind this rubber. You've got to take that off. Can't remember how you do it now. Yeah, you've got to undo this. You've got to get this bit off. So you've got to undo that metal. And to get the new glass in, which is over there. So I'll continue for now. Let's get the rest of this glass out as best I can. And then get that off. And then I'll start sliding the glass in place and lining that back up. So yeah, let's continue. But it is, yeah, Saturday morning, like I said. So you'll be seeing this tonight, Saturday evening. Probably normal time, maybe 5, because I only do half down on Saturday. So I might be able to get it out to you a little bit earlier. So let's see. Right, let's continue anyway for now. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, let me just give you a quick update. So, it's ready to receive the new glass. The glass is here that I've got. But we have an issue. There is scratches now along it. It's pretty difficult to see when I'm sliding down. Let me just stand her up, see if you can see it better. Because it's dirty, it's really hard to see, but there is scratches in it. You can see one there, and there's one here. Can you see it? So yeah, and that's not going to work for us because of that fact. I don't know if they're going to come out, you know. That one's not a scratch. These two are definitely scratches. Yeah, there. Goes all the way from there, all the way to here. And then this one goes all the way down there. So it looks like it's been scratched in storage. It's got to have done, because I wouldn't have put it up there. I wouldn't have put that glass up there knowing it was scratches. I would have just got rid of it. Because, yeah, I can't use that. No way. So I'm going to have to go out and get a glass for this. They're not expensive, 30, 40 quid, I've got to be honest. They're not massive amount of money. So I'll go off and get one of them, and then I'll come back and then we'll get that fitted. But in the meantime, shall I get the wing done? Yeah, let's get this wing on now. Let's have a little play around this corner. And then I'll go off, because the guy's not there. I just spoke to him. He said, yeah, come over. I've got a glass, got loads. So, but he isn't there until 10 o'clock. And it's about 9:15. So let's crack on with this wing. And then I'll go off and get the glass in a bit. Yeah, let's do that. So let me set you up. Let's get this sort of lined up, because I've painted it. It's all dried. It's up there. So yeah, let's do that for now. Let's do this. Right, okay, so, guys, you just see me there, just messing around with this corner, trying to get this wing in the correct position. With this, I'm battling with a couple of things. The position of the wing, the bonnet as well, that's in a slightly wrong position as well, so I'm fighting with that, with the hinges. I'm also fighting with the bracket here, underneath there. That piece there was very slightly out of shape, so I've had to take off the lower piece, which is over here. Took off that piece, and then I'm sort of looking, and I took out the light as well on that side, passenger side, to just to compare the way that it sits here, underneath here, onto this side. So yeah, it's getting there. I think it's a lot straighter. But that bonnet is really playing me up, because basically I'm governed by the position of the gap. So the gap here, I'm assuming, and I'm just assuming, because I've got nothing else to go by, that is the correct gap. So I'm starting, when I'm putting the wing on, I'm starting from this end, basically, getting the gap right here, which it is. You can see, like, it just needs, this door needs painting as well. It's got to need painting anyway, because obviously the tape that covered the glass pulled off all the lacquer and the base coat. So yeah, it's gonna get done, but I've got to start this end, get that in the correct position, the right gap, and then work this way, and then close the bonnet, and then get the wing in and out in the correct, depending on the position of the bonnet. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's all trial and error, and it's all putting on, taking off, putting on, taking off, putting on, taking off. But that's just the way it is. You can't get around it. It has to be like that. So it does take time, but it just needs doing. So we're gonna continue persevering with this corner until it's ready to go and get the glass for that door. And then we'll continue. I don't know if I've already showed you this, but I wanted to show you again. This glass, this windscreen is really bothering me. And the reason it's bothering me is because of, it's really hard to show you on camera, but there's scratches in the glass. You can just see them there. It's quite bad here. It's not coming out very well on camera, I've got to be honest. Oh, there you go, look. See, they're there. So you see them? And from the inside, you can really... Oh, no, you can't really see again. It's really, really tricky to show you. But there is some really light scratches on the driver's side. Couldn't be the passenger side, could it? The driver's side only is full of these scratches. Now, they're not the window wiper scratches, which other people said. Then it's not that. It's basically something's been scratching it, rubbing against this glass, probably in transport on the, they're transporters. Some of it might come out, but I've managed to sort of source, like, so from here, I don't know if you can see that, but from here it just looks really scratchy. Can you see them all? So, worst case is going to be a new windscreen, because I can't leave it like that. But I have ordered like a windscreen scratch repair kit. Whether or not it works, I don't know. I've not ever used it before on glass. I'm told, because I can't. When you put your nail on them, you can like literally just feel it. It's not. So it's very, 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 very minimal scratching, like something's rubbed against it. But I've got to try and address that as well. But yeah, it's just, this car just seems to be sort of, everything needs doing to it. Like, it's just so much work needs doing to this car. But that's the risk we take. That's the point of it, isn't it? Really, that for me, it's not a case of doing the bare minimum and kicking it out the door. That's not what I'm all about. So I want to make sure that I get this car to the best of my ability and I can. Do you know what I mean? And that's exactly what's going to happen. We haven't even started around the other quarter yet, have we? That filler work. I'm going to get the painter over here. See what he says. Because he might just say, no, leave that. When you bring it in for the other side, I'll do this. Don't worry about that. I'll chase it back. And then we'll have I'll sort that out. So he may sort of just say that. I don't know. But yeah, we still want to have a little look at that, really. Plus, we've got to get the bumper sorted out. Plus, the rear light needs replacing. I think this one's okay, but it's a little bit, don't know. It's getting a little bit fadey inside, a little bit, I don't know. So, these are the scratches on the window wipers. Can you see it here? Look. It's like scratches here and here. That's caused by the window wipers, definitely 100%, because you can tell by the way it's going around like this. So yeah, I've got this little glass repair kit coming. I'm going to give it a go on this as well, and we'll see what happens. But for the moment, let's continue trying to line this corner up and yeah, doing this. So let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, we are getting there, getting close. A lot of messing around, a lot of playing around with it, but I'm getting happier as the day goes on, definitely. Still got to play around with it a little bit. Just want to bring that bonnet forward a little bit, and I've just got to bend that up before the paint shop does his bit. I don't want no filler on this really, so I just want to bend that up a little bit. It probably had a little whack there, so I'll pull that up. And then, yeah, it's good. You know, I'm getting happy. I'm getting happier. So, yeah, about 10 minutes, and then I'll go and get the glass, and then we'll crack on with that glass, and then we'll just see what happens. So bear with me for the moment, and I'll be back soon. Right, okay, there we go. Now that is what it's supposed to look like. No scratches, just dirty. But all that will come out. But much better now. I did take the wing mirror off down there, because you can't get to there's two screws that hold this plastic, this metal trim here. There's two screws there. You can't get to the bottom one without taking the wing mirror off. So I took it off, and you know what? I might as well leave it off because he's going to paint this door on this wing anyway, on this side. So let's just leave it off, and then, yeah, he can then, it's just a lot easier for him. I've got to be honest. Might even leave this top trim off as well for him. This top trim just pulls straight off, so I might just take that off for him as well, make it a lot easier for him. I don't know. I might be making his life a bit harder, I don't know. Anyway, we are definitely getting here with this one. So yeah, that's where we are today. Time has run away from me again, but I've got a lot done. I went and picked up the other red Fiat 500 from the paint shop. We'll be jumping on that one on Monday, because yeah, they just want to drive their new car around. I've got to be honest, so they want it done. They're not sort of pushing me and rushing me for it, but I just think that it's so close now. It just needs an MOT, the other one, and a clean up and a finish off. So that is exactly what we're going to do, guys, on Monday. But for today, that's it. It's the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. It is Saturday afternoon now for me. It'll be Saturday evening when you see this video. And have a great weekend. And I'll see you on Monday. Take care, and I'll see you soon.